Hey guys, Will Jennings here again. Uh, I told y'all if you wanted to hear the story about the 22 that I use, uh, it's nothing really special, but it's special to me. Uh, it's a very old gun. It's a single shot lever action 22. I actually have it put away right now, so I'm not going to go get it because everybody's in bed and I'm sitting up and my little girl, she sometimes, she has, I'd call them night terrors, but where she just wakes up and cries, and I go in, check on her, lay down with her for a little bit, and she goes back to bed. No big, no big problem. It's part of being a daddy. I love being a daddy. My little girl's everything to me. But anyway, back to my 22. Uh, my wife is everything to me too. Just in case, just want to make sure, honey, if you watch this, you are everything. Love y'all. But anyway, on the 22, it is a Ithaca 22. I think they still make Ithacas. I'm not sure. If y'all watch this, correct me if I'm wrong. If you see me going back and forth, I'm rocking. I love to rock in my rocking chair. I'd show you a picture of my wife's dog, but it's hilarious. I'll do that here in a little bit. He's on the other couch. But anyway, it's a Ithaca 22. It take shorts or long, single shot, lever action. I've already said that. What's neat about the gun is it belonged to my grandfather, and he used to go all over the county here, so with some farms, and he would cut hay and bale hay and whatnot. And I don't know how they did it. I think he might have got paid for it. I was a little bitty boy when he was doing that. But one day, him and his brother, they was at a place several miles up the road. They was at a place cutting and baling. And when they got there, they started cutting. They noticed these two rifles leaned up against a tree. And like I said, this was a long, long time ago. They noticed these two rifles up against a tree. So they sat there all day, sat there the next day. They generally tedded hay 3 times. So over 3 days, while they was tedding hay, the rifles was there. So that really made 4 days. Took 1 day to cut, 3 days to fluff, and they took 2 days to bale hay. So that's what, 6, 7 days? Anyway, it's 6, 7 days that they stayed there. The last day they was getting the hay up and out of the field, they were still there. 2 22s, the lever action. The other was a bolt action. My uncle, he has the bolt action gun. I got the lever action. And they brought the guns home. I mean, they just been sitting there. So over the years, as I got older, one of the last memories I have of him, he took me and my sister and my grandmother down to his farm. His farm is just down the road from the farm I'm sitting on right now. I'm actually sitting on the home place where they built their house and whatnot, his mother. And well, anyway, he took us down the road, and we shot 22 rifles. Me, my sister, my grandmother, and my grandfather. It's one of the few clear memories I have of him. He passed when I was 8, so I didn't get to know him very long, but I loved him dearly. Everybody did. But that's just a very special, unique gun to me. A lot of folks don't agree with them. That's fine if you don't agree with them. You, if you don't agree with it, you probably have something from your past, from somebody that was handed down to you or they gave to you. That's a very special treasure to you. I didn't get the gun until several years later. I was more grown up and was able to understand gun safety. Uh, but when I got it, it was a treasure. It's still a treasure. It goes basically everywhere I go uh, when I'm out checking traps or I'm doing something on the farm here. Um, the gun stays in the truck or it stays put up where I can get to it pretty easy should I happen to need it. It's a great snake killing gun for copperheads or rattlesnakes or whatever. The only thing messed up on the gun is you have to shoot it several thousand times to figure out how to shoot it. The sights are way, way, way off. They can't be adjusted. I'm sure they probably could. I've had a few people look at it. They had problems with it. So we just leave it as is. You get up close, it's game over. But it's just a great all-around gun. Uh, that's my little story about the gun. And I had to put my sister in there because she shot with us too. Uh, and I remember it very, very well. But anyways, I'm going to give you a little update. As far as my first video, if you watched it, you probably noticed I kind of ramble on a little bit. But as far as this channel goes, what I like to do is, sort of video things that I like doing. I like farming. I like welding. I like building things. I like playing with my little girl. I'm probably not going to video much of that because that's our time. Like I said before, I am a union pipe welder through Local 72 out of Atlanta. I travel the world welding. The county I live in, Haralson County, Georgia, you would not really think much would come out of it. But there's been a lot of athletes come out of it. There's been quite a few of us that have done very well for ourselves. I went to school with a boy. He appears on TV in some shows. And I'm not going to name any names or whatnot. But just a lot of us that have kind of done better than what people thought a lot of people in this county could do. But anyway, as far as the channel goes, I've done said, I want to document stuff that I do. I just like having fun. Well, you may see me cutting hay, doing all that kind of stuff, working with cows, walking the pastures, checking it, doing updates on the grass. I've got some soil that I've got to send off to do soil tests, so we try to go through that. Just different things. And if it's where I can, I'd love to video some of what I do for a living, which is my welding. But I weld with machines a lot. I run what they call automatics, orbital welders, F heads, D heads, all kind of stuff, just crazy configurations. Anything from a nuclear power plant down to a coal burner powerhouse to a gas plant, to pretty much anything. I said I've traveled all over the world. I've been to China, been to South Africa, been to Spain, been to Mexico. I spent all year, last year, 2018, pretty much in Canada. And then we went to Singapore, stayed over there a good while. I make good money doing it, I ain't gonna lie. But the money just ain't everything. My little girl's too, and I don't want to miss her growing up, but at the same time, Daddy's got to help keep a roof over her head and keep her fed. Her mama does a very good job of that too. But It's a lot of fun. You like it for the first couple of weeks you're there, then you're like, my God, I wish I could go home. A lot of times I want to, but I can't. This house I'm in, it ain't gonna pay for itself. So anyway, like I said, I'm gonna try to do some more videos. I'm gonna try and do one tomorrow. But y'all just stay tuned, stay with me. If you can think of somehow I can better myself as far as doing this, shoot me a comment. You know, I'm on Facebook. You can just look up Will Jennings. You can probably tell by this ugly mug right here, which one I am. I'm on Instagram. I got a Snapchat. Shoot me some requests. I'll add you. Just, send me a message or whatnot with it. But, nose outside itch. But anyways, I hope y'all having a great new year so far. We're now fixing to be 10 days in, and hope everything's going your way. Thank you much. Y'all have a good one. Bye. I told y'all I would show you the dog. Here's the dog. He's just all sprawled out. He's evidently dreaming about something. Must be pretty good. He's got everything shaking. He's chasing something. His name is Diesel. Diesel the Doberman. He's all right. Diesel, are you awake? Hey. Hey, are you awake? Can you smile? Say hey. Say hey. Say hello. All right. Bye.